I've spoken about a lot of different things over the years, but some of you may remember my earlier work when I was a business partner with 21st Century, and this is back in 2007. I think it was like my third strategy because I'd been trading. I did share law trading with Nick, bought property through Conrad and through Jamie, and then I was looking for my third strategy, which was I wanted to start my own business, but I didn't have a product to sell and I didn't have a service to offer, right? Who has ever wanted to start their own business? Anybody in the room? Who has a product or a service they reckon they could sell? Okay, cool. Whether that's your own or not. So because I didn't have a product or a service, but I really wanted my own business, right? But not a traditional business. I wanted to actually work from home and just do it through an internet-based thing. So I found out about affiliate marketing. Who's heard of affiliate marketing before? And all that is when you refer someone to your website, they see a product and they download it and you receive a commission for it and you get a tracking code. So I thought, well, okay, I'll promote Jamie's stuff because Jamie's got an affiliate program. He was offering like $500 a sale. So I started, he gave me a landing page and all I had to do is drive traffic to the website. Back then it was called Luxury for Life. Like, you know, it's amazing what you think of when you're sort of all pumped up. You go, oh yeah, what's something that people would type in? Who would type into Google Luxury for Life? So no one found my website, right, ever. All right, I had to start learning how to market it. But the thing is, when anyone clicked on the side banner of a website or the top banner or the bottom banner, then it would automatically be tracked back to me and then I would get sent a check. So initially I started doing that through Jamie because I loved Jamie's stuff and I knew what to write about. I used my experiences or I just sort of dissected chapters of the book that I was interested in. I started actually getting a little check every month sent. $500 here from 21st Century. It was 21st Century Academy back then. Another $500 for referring someone to ShareLord. Another $500 for someone buying. And I didn't even know who these people were. They had just come to my website, either read an article or maybe watched a video. And you've seen it. Who's been on YouTube before? Right? On the bottom of YouTube, a lot of people don't even know how to monetize their own YouTube videos. But if you put a hyperlink, like a HTTP hyperlink directly underneath your video, comes up in a blue line, then someone will what on it? Click on it. But a lot of people don't know how to monetize their YouTube videos. And if you spend like half an hour in front of the camera, you know, creating something or creating some valuable education like how to improve your golf swing or how to be a better parent or how to cook the best souffle, and you've spent that time creating the video, why don't you hyperlink it back to a website where you've joined an affiliate program for, say, the best cooking recipes, where you'll get, if someone downloads their cooking recipes, then you might get, you know, $7 commission or something like that. Right? So that's what I started doing, and ultimately, in the end, I bought the business partnership, which was, my investment for that was around the $50,000 mark with 21st Century. And that's when I went, okay, man, I've just spent 50 grand. I've got to seriously make this business work. But ironically, it all rolled in. So the money I'd learned from trading ShareLord, from doing Jamie's home study, right, allowed me to buy the business pretty much with cash, right? Because that was my plan. So I would just every year come to another seminar, sit here like you, listen to a new strategy, go, okay, how can I implement that? Rather than I can't afford it, how can I do this? How can I make this work? And then that, as you know, allowed me to retire from the military. So by that stage, I've got 2 or 3 streams of income. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you guys can start your own business. And this, out of all the subjects that I've ever spoken about with 21st Century, whether it's property, Australian or US, or whether it's Forex or e-minis or trading or psychology, this is what keeps me up all night, which is internet marketing. And the reason why is because it's about you and it's about me. This is finally something that is not just about, you know, the company I work for, but it's something that I'm absolutely passionate about. I'm passionate about, you know, changing people's lives, making a difference, finding a solution for someone, right? So this is what is addictive to me. But you've got to be careful because passion is one thing, addiction is quite another. And I'm absolutely addicted to online marketing. And I think what it is when you start doing it, you start moving towards things, you become creative about the things that you want to do. What I want you to do is take heaps of notes in this presentation, because my intention for this presentation is, we went through eNetwork yesterday with Jamie. Now, eNetwork has been designed, as you know, to help us pass our message of of financial education globally. Now, we need to do that through the power of affiliates. People that are happy with what we've got, they're happy with the service, they love the education, and they too want to change other people's lives, right? But we're going to show you on a platform how to do it where it's not specifically targeted to financial education, but it's targeted to what you absolutely love doing through blogging. Now, when you're considering doing an internet business, these are the 3 elements of every internet business, irrespective of whether you're selling trading products, whether you're a political speaker and you just want to voice your opinion out there, or whether you're just a mum who loves cooking and just wants to share her recipes. There are 3 major elements to having an online business. One is you've got to research. If you don't research your keyword, your content, your people, your audience, and your message, then it's like having a billboard in the desert, right? You love your product, you love what you've got to say, but no one can find you, right? So you need to research, and you may need to spend a bit of time. It's like when you're going to buy a property, you actually research the area you're going to buy in. It's like when you're going to trade financial markets, you'll research the companies that you're going to select and that you're going to trade with. Make sense? Right, so research is key, and then traffic, right, because you've now got a shop front, right, and you've now need people to come to that shop to buy something so you get a residual income. If you remember those 3 key elements every time you're creating a site or selling a product, then you'll have a lot of success. A lot of people just go, it's all about traffic, it's all about traffic. Yeah, but you've got to find out what people are looking for. What are you typing into Google to find different things? Right? What are the keywords that you type into Google? Right, so if I'm looking for karate lessons, right, I could type in karate lessons into Google. I'll get 17 billion searches. Is that right? But I don't want it karate lessons everywhere. I just want them in Melbourne. So what do you think I would type in? Good answer. 10 points. What team are you? 10. Hey. Right, 10 for 10. Good answer. Another good answer. Okay, so I would type in, what was my subject? Thank you. We do have a bit of a brain fart up here sometimes. What was it? Karate tips in Melbourne. Kids. Karate lessons in Melbourne. Right now, okay, I've now probably reduced it a bit, but I live in Williamstown. So what would I type in? Karate lessons for kids in Williamstown. Now I may only have about 10 options because that's what I'm looking for. Is that true? So whenever you write content, whenever you build content, whenever you create a video, whenever you do an MP3 on your phone, whatever you do, when you're doing your research, you need to ask yourself as a consumer, you step back and you go, how will they find me? Right? What are they going to type into Google to find my particular article? So if you've written an article, 7 ways to teach your kids karate, right? You would write the article, you'd upload a picture or a video, and then you would link it back to keyword research of that specific area where you want people to come. So a lot of people just go, yeah, they'll just do it so generic and broad. So keyword research is a big thing, but also people, where they're shopping, etc. Now, directly after me, I'm bringing on a guy that, that is pretty much up there as far as domain name selection and trading and what to look for. So he'll be straight after me, so we'll cover more of that in that. And then the last one is obviously residual income, and that's where, you can get, if I sold you a book, for example, from a website, you may download a book from anybody's website, they bought the book for $20 and your Amazon affiliate fee may be $5, right? It's a one-off, isn't it? Right? Every time you go back, you buy another book, you get $5 commission. However, the key is having recurring commission because you don't want a one-off sale. You want a monthly, regular income coming in. Does that make sense? So then you don't have to think about it. You don't have to rewrite new content because you know that every month someone's going to come back and pay for that membership. Now, a good friend of mine who is also one of my number 1 probably top 3 internet mentors that I've been working with for 5 years, he started a membership site and he charges $100 a month for that membership site. I pay $100 a month and many other people. So much so he's got now 3,000 members that pay him $100 a month every single month. Just because he talks about something that he loves and that he knows about. Did he always do that? No, he only started off, I think I was his 7th member. right? But then it just grew and grew and grew. Word got out, he got better at his subject, got better at what he did, and then started outsourcing. And once we've sort of first worked out our passion, who already knows, because you know that we've been in pre-launch with this for about a month now, right? And all we're doing is collating and gathering information. Who already knows what they would like to talk about? Okay, cool. Who has no clue what they would talk about if they were to start their own website or a blog? Honestly, who has no clue? Okay. Who here's got a hobby? What I want you to do now, for the next 5 seconds, you've got 5 seconds per point. You've got to do 3 points, right? You've got to write down 3 things, 3 hobbies, or 3 things, just 1 or 2 words, of things that absolutely drive you, that you are so passionate about, that you love doing. You know, that people ask your advice on, that people want to know more about that, right? Because the thing with Australians, Kiwis and everybody is that we're too afraid to say how good we are, right? Who here in the room has learnt something from someone else this weekend other than the speakers? Yeah. Like, the amazing stories that I've heard this weekend are unbelievable. When people go, I don't know what to blog about. Like, one particular woman told me about that, you know, she works with Aboriginals and she'd really love to change the way that the youth are treated and how to get them into education and business, but she had nothing to blog about. Do you reckon that would be a subject that a lot of people would love to read about and learn about, and how to sort of improve that area? Right? All it is a matter of coming up with an idea. So right now I want you to write down 3 things that you do that you love doing, like your hobbies, your pastimes, not work, right? Because if you love work so much, you would work for nothing, right? So if you're willing to work for nothing in the job that you do, then write that down, right? So write those 3 things down. If you're not writing, it means that you can't speak to me again, right? What this is about getting your creative juices going. Now, I know at the end of the day it's sort of a bit hard because our brain is just so jam-packed, right? But this is about you and your story. Now, you may not do this now, but you may do it soon. The thing is, once you come up with a realisation and an idea of how you can change people's lives through what you love doing, that's when it'll mean a lot to you. All right, so who's got 3 things they've written down? Okay, what I want you to do now is I want you to turn to the person next to you, explain to them the 3 things that you would talk about if you were to write a book, write an article, or start a website with a blog, right? And tell them why. Okay, let's play some music and let's just do that for a minute or so. We'll do towards the end, I'll get some of you to share, because it's only a plant. I'm just planting a seed at the moment, and towards the end of the presentation, the seed will actually start opening up as I start discussing things. And then you can openly share it with us, because we love you so much. Now, the thing is, like, I did a webinar last Tuesday night. It was only supposed to be a 40-minute webinar. Those who were on it loved it. I loved it because I didn't get off. It was like 2 hours it went for, until someone told me what time it was. I went, oh, I better shut up. But it's because I dig this stuff. And it was about the 10 most influential bloggers. And, like, you know, you can check our website and you can check our the webinar, the recorded webinar. But when you're looking for ideas, you type into your niche, you know, what you're looking for. And because I was looking for ideas on topics to educate our clients on, I went, okay, top 10 best bloggers. And I didn't want the best bloggers, because what does the best mean, right? But I wanted the people that had the most influence over the crowd worldwide, right? Now, some of them, like the bottom 2, Huffington Post and Mashable, they're probably the most, but they're news-fed sites, right? But these guys, what I did love about all of these sites, and the ones we focused on, we did focus on Gary Gabnichuk, who is a wine owner, right? A wine owner, he had a wine business. Because he loves wine, he started doing a video blog of his red wine, and he loves his wine. He now has something like 300,000 subscribers a month, and all he talks about is wine, right? So he took his family business offline, online, right, and is worth millions. The other one we spoke a lot about was Smart Passive Income. That's a dude who was working part-time for an IT company, but had a passion for, you know, internet marketing. And the reason he had a passion for it is because he had to learn how to do it. And like when I first started, my first internet seminar was actually with Nick, right? It was, what was it, Money Masters? Money Masters, was it, Nick? Internet Masters. And that was like back in 2007 or 8 or something like that. And that's what opened my mind to internet marketing. And I went, holy crap, if I can learn how to make money, not just from property and trading, But imagine if I could promote that through an online business, then I've got my own Lulu business. No one else's, is my very own one. So it sucked for the first 6 months because no one came unless I gave it to my parents to click on my website, my friends, and they go, yeah, that sucks. But over time I got better, right? So, have a look at some of these. Smart passive, it's just a good idea to get some information. Copy Blogger, that's a big one. TMZ, that's the Hollywood celebrity blog. So they're talking about the latest movies, what the stars are wearing, what Wrecking Ball Miley's doing, everything about that. But that's just a gossip column, right? But what it'll do, it'll give you ideas. And all of these people started with an idea. They weren't instant internet marketers. It's like people aren't instantly own 5 properties or 10 properties or making $100,000 a month trading, right? They've had to learn. Right? Internet businesses are the same. Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Workweek. That is a brilliant blog. There's a dude, a lifestyle designer. He created the 4-Hour Workweek. Brilliant book. You need to read it. As I challenge you that's your homework, is to read that because it'll absolutely change the way you manage your life in your business and your personal life. But that is a brilliant one to model off. Right? He's talking about the things he does. He relates to scientists, to geeks, to health and fitness, but also business owners. But he's teaching you how to have, a great successful life, only, working smarter rather than harder. So we went through a few of these. Tim Ferriss's blog, there you go, in there. But on the right-hand side, let's go through the design of a typical website. This is a blog. And people go, oh, what's a blog? A blog is just a website. That's all it is. It's a website. And a blog is a web log. So all that is journalising what you want to do, which could be articles, videos, or whatever. So he's got his headline, he's got a video, he's selling his books. So if people click on there's his call to action. Click here for more. For more what? What do we want more of? We want a book. That's called a call to action. Okay, a call to action is click here for more or give me access. I want more now. That's a call to action. When someone comes to your website, they need a banner to make them go click, right? And that's how you make money. So it'll take you to Amazon, you download his book or you'll buy it for $20 or whatever, and then he makes money from that. If you're an affiliate of Tim Ferriss and they go to your blog and you're talking about, lifestyle design with Lou.com, that's the name of my website, for example. It's not really. Something to think about though. And I was an affiliate for Tim, I would have that coding and my image would look exactly the same because I got it from that company. I didn't have to redesign this. They click on it, someone buys Tim's book from Amazon and I get $5. And if I get $5 once, do you reckon I'd do that strategy again? I'd actually write more articles about that to get more people to click on it. Right, so the 4-Hour Workweek is a good blog to look at. Another one, which won the best blog of 2013 under parenting and lifestyle, is called Reservoir Dad. Right, and this is a dad that had to retire, stayed at home. His wife went off to work, and he stays at home and looks after his 3 boys. So he's got kids, and the only reason he started blogging is one, because there's only so many hours in the day that you can potty change and play in the park, and like for males, like women, we naturally just have to do it 24/7. But men have got a short time attention span. Haven't you, ladies and gentlemen? Right, so the thing is, he did his bit, his father bit, but what he started to do is document, because he thought, other dads are probably having issues teaching their son how to potty train or teaching them how to actually. It still amazes me to this day. You guys have got a bowl this big, right? And you still manage to miss it. Huh? What is with that? Right? I've got a husband, 2 sons, and they always miss the bowl. But all he's doing is talking about the things and his experiences. And now he gets something like 50,000, 60,000 people clicking on his website every month, right? And now he's written a book about it. And he just started it off as a hobby, right? So the cooking ones. So as I said, if you're specialising in something, you love to cook or whatever, start recipes. People want to download them. People want to follow them. People, if they're good recipes and if they're visually appealing, if the stuff, like those guys that came to that webinar the other night, I was starving while I was doing that webinar, and then we get to the cooking blog. Oh my God, my body just changed because my mouth started salivating. I could smell Royce cooking food in the kitchen, and in the end, it really put me off the webinar because. And then she brings up these Parmesan cheese French fries. oh my God, if you're ever starving, all you ever want to eat is French fries, right? And it had a massive effect physically on me, which is an amazing thing. And if that's what a website can do just by looking at an image, who's ever looked at an image and it's changed their emotional state? Who's looked at a video and it's changed their emotional state? Right? That's the power of marketing, right? And then she's written a bit about herself in there, okay? And then what she does. And again, she's just a food photographer. She loves cooking. Someone told her to start a blog. She started, it took a year, 8 months to sort of start getting a few people to visit. And then it just built from there, because the more she did, the more she found. So audiences, again, you can find them in Facebook. Go to pages, right? So if you're into cooking, type into pages and type in cooking. If you're into tennis, go to the pages in Facebook to see what people are talking about, right? You want to be a fish in the big pond. You do, right? You want to be talking about things that are already widely spoken about. You can go to LinkedIn. Who's in LinkedIn? All right, create a professional profile about your business, right? And have a look at groups. You can join groups, you can join forums within LinkedIn. You can just type into Google, right? Just type in groups on your type of audience. And this is in the research stage, right? We're just sort of having a feel about different things. Right, the next element is the traffic, as we were talking about before. Now, traffic is, okay, we've worked out that we're going to do cooking, we're going to do golf, or we're going to do technology, or we're going to do, fitness, or we're going to do politics, or whatever. We already know our subject. Now we've done a bit of research, what people are looking for, and now we're going to sort of drive traffic. We need to find out, we've got to get some content. So, this is the type of content. We want written word, we want visual, we want to see stuff and hear stuff, and we want community and social. So we need people to spread it, right? So we already know the stats about Facebook and LinkedIn and Pinterest and stuff like that, right? But we need to get traffic. You get way more sales when you got way more traffic. What can we write about? What types of writing are there? Hands up. Articles, well done. Another type?
Personal experience.
Through articles, blog posts, stories. Opinions, awesome. Everyone loves a good opinion, right? More people comment on a good opinion. What else? Forums, blog posts, right? A blog post could be just, maybe a couple of paragraphs, and then a picture, or a video, and just 1 or 2 paragraphs. An article should be, you can do 500-word articles, right? But what I do is I write 500 or 600-word articles. I then give it to my outsourcer, who may be specifically targeting to a particular market or niche, and I'll get them to add another 1,000 onto it. Because I don't have time I don't know all the technical stuff, but I'll pay a professional to do the technical stuff. And then the article comes back to me and I'll thread it back through and still make it my personality, but I'm the author of the article because I've paid the article. I've done the sweet deal, and they've just done the gutsy technical stuff, right? Because your job is not to know everything about everything, but if there's a demand for it, then you need to do that. So writing, visual, in the form of visual, what types of content could we have in the form of visual? Videos. Images. What did you say over here? Logos, photos, something that we can see. Now, remember the population on this earth? Pretty much half is visual, the other half is auditory. We're all kinesthetic, right? We all love touchy-feely. We've just got a little bit more percentages than some in the others as far as visual and audio. So when someone comes to your website, you need to have those 3 mediums. They need to read about it, whatever the topic is. They need to watch a video about it. They need to have an MP3 about it. So written, as I said, written. People go to Google and other search engines because they want answers. Who's ever gone to Google and typed in, "how do I"? Yeah, I did it the other day. I uploaded a video that I did with Jamie, the 10 top investor secrets, right? We did a great webinar, filmed it, I spliced it in Camtasia, I added a front and back, and I uploaded it, but it didn't autoplay. It played from when I last watched it, was about the 34-minute mark. And do you reckon I could move this little gate that was on there? So I typed into YouTube, "how do I autoplay a video?" And suddenly a heap come up, I found the one I needed, answered the question, I resolved it instantly. Right? Because people don't have time to be there. They're in a hurry. They just want to get the answer. They want the quick fix, and then they'll get off your website. Right? So your articles, when you're writing content, need to add value, need to provide people with an answer. With the visual stuff, as I said, your internet users are in a hurry. They've come to your website to feel good. Why do so many people go to Facebook, do you think? They feel good. Right? They just want to chill. They just want to take 15 minutes off work. They just want to see what their friends are doing. They just want to read something funny. They just want to connect with human beings, because in a minute they've got to go back to work. Is that true? We just go there to connect, and that's the most important thing. Right? So if you're going to sell something or offer something, it's got to be enough to make people want to stay there, right? Because we're all in a hurry. Remember that people want to buy stuff, not just from anybody. Otherwise, they'll go to a corporate website. They want to buy it from you, especially if you've built up rapport and if they can see you're a real person, right? They'll buy it off you, because over time they'll keep coming back because they actually like your first article, even though you've got a new website. And then you send them an email of your second article, then they'll come back, and then you'll start building your list. And if you've got really great stuff to talk about, and I'm absolutely sure you all have, they'll keep coming back. All right, social media. People like social interaction, like I said. Clicking like on a post. Who's ever shared an article on someone's blog? Yeah, like I share some of Jamie's articles all the time because they're just awesome. And they're so empowering and impactful. And he speaks on so many different subjects. It's not just politics or financial education. You know, he speaks on lifestyle and health and fitness, and he's always got a lot of stuff. Now, when you guys get your own websites with 21st Century eNetwork, you guys get the news feed onto your site, which automatically brings way more traffic to you. Right? So when you drive traffic, this creates more traffic. Good content, what makes good content is pretty much whatever drives more traffic. So the thing is, what you do is you come up with a plan of what you want to do and how you're going to do it, whether it's articles, whether it's blog posts, whether it's videos, etc. And then we teach you all of this. Who's got a Pinterest account? Yep. Who's got a YouTube account? Who's got an idea for a name of their business, their online business? Who's got an idea for what they would talk about? Who thinks their idea is pretty good? Who thinks their idea sucks? Good, that's good. No, it won't suck, right? Because remember, it's only about you. This is your journal to you, right? So social media is a big thing because that's how we get stuff out. Syndication, that's how we share stuff. Otherwise, you could spend hours and hours writing amazing content, doing amazing videos, but again, if no one knows it's out there and you're not sharing it, right, you won't be found. So if you post an article on your blog, then I go to Facebook, I press the little Facebook button at the bottom of the article, and it lands on my Facebook account, because there's 2,500 people on my Facebook account, and a percentage of those may like it, share it, or pass it on, right? And that's the idea, but you do it on massive steroids, and we show you exactly how to do that. Videos, that is the biggest one. Where's my phone? Who's got a phone? Where's the phone? Give me a phone. I need a phone. No phones? Hold the phone. Thanks, babes. Oh, beautiful, matches my top. Okay, so, simple, trusty phone. This is your business. This is the business of the 21st century, right? A smartphone, an iPad, mini, smart, anything digital like this. So with this, I can type and write something. I can see something funny. Oh my God, I just saw John Thompson take his hat off. I didn't know the dude had hair. Well done, Johnny. And I take a photo of John and I can just upload it straight to my Facebook account. Is that true? How long did that take? A couple of minutes. Or I could say, hi, I'm here at the 21st Century 4-Day Education for Life Summit. What a great crowd. Gorgeous, say hi, crowd. And they'd all go, raw. And then I could just post it straight into Facebook or straight onto my website, right? With eNetwork, we've got an app that has 3 big fat buttons: written, video, photo. So when I've done that, I just go ping, and I don't even have to go and have a look in my laptop. It will automatically populate into your blog. Now, if I want to talk about something and I've got a great story to tell and I want to write a book, I might go chapter 1, how to have a lucrative business with no less than whatever. And I'll sit there and I'll talk, because you know you've got an audio file in here. Right? And then I'll upload it straight into my blog. The sound's already there. I'll open an iTunes account, start a podcasting channel. all about my cooking tools or my golfing tips. Make sense? The thing is, we all know this, but you haven't really actually stopped and thought about it. Your phone is everything. It can do your audio, your video, your written. Thanks, honey bun. She's so gorgeous, I love you. Right, but the video, the power of video. And you know, we spend a lot of time on YouTube all the time. It's turned into one of the biggest search engines because people are visual. Remember, 50% of the population are visual. So on a video, you want to have a call to action. There's no point having a video up there if you don't want people to do anything. But if you're just making them feel good, that's perfect. And I'll show you how that can be done. At the end of each video, you just want to make sure that there's a call to action. You want to provide a solution, right? 7 ways to how to get fit within, 6 ways I can teach you how to, whatever. So how-to videos work perfect. Everyone goes, oh, I'm sick of how-to. The thing is, Google loves how-tos because you're giving someone a solution. Are you looking for? Right? Because that's all people are looking for. And people are you, because that's what you're looking for now. Right? Then you add the URL, which is your hyperlink to your website. So just say it's John's golfing tips. And you've just done a video of yourself taking a swing. That was a tennis ping pong, but you get it. Right? I've done a video, I've written an article, and I've uploaded it onto my website, and it clicks back to my website. Right? And then give reasons to buy that. So look, here's a classic example. This lady, she's Michelle Fan, she does makeup, and all she's done is how to look like a K-pop star for a girl or a guy. Right? So she's just sitting in front of it, just showing you how to put makeup on. Right? And she gets a lot of reviews for those sort of videos. This gentleman here, he's an accountant. Right? He knows accrual accounting. I don't. So I watched that video. Right? And that's what now I'm using the video as an example. But what he's got, it's a bit hard for me to read up here. It says, so you watch this about balance sheets and income statements. He's just talking about it. Right? And it's got learn more. And he's got HTTP and his website. Balance sheets and income statement relationship. Right, so do you reckon someone would find that valuable? Yep, and look, 64,000 people have watched that video. Now, there could be 20% of people that have clicked on the Khan Academy and gone off and bought his book. Or the key is you want these people on your list. You just want them on your email list because over time you'll subscribe and send them emails and broadcasts of different things. This is one I created, and the keyword is Barack Obama and Jamie McIntyre discuss US property market. Right, so it's just got the hyperlink. It's just this Animoto video that you can create, which I show you guys how to do. It takes nothing to create it. But that's a private page, right? So you can have pages that people see or pages certain people see, right? So you can either have it broad or you can have it internal. But they're so easy to create. This is one that I use at the Kids Internet and Business Summit that I teach. This is my son. He broke his leg. Well, his older brother actually double bounced him off the trampoline and he broke his leg when he was 2.5, and he's dancing to Beyonce's Single Ladies. And he's got 56,000 views, and he gets an income of about $100 a month from a dancing ebook, which I attach to an affiliate program. Right? So, and all that is I just stood in front, Beyonce was playing, he was dancing, it looked so cute, this little dude, doing the single lady thing. I won't show it now, but you can see it later anyway. It's on my other ones. But what I'm saying is anyone can do a video on anything. It could be a serious thing, it could be a funny thing, but you want to market it. Now, look, another classic example of one is, this is one of my company blogs. So here's me, just an article on me being in the military. It's got the news feed on it, 21st Century News Feed. It's got this tab there, right, which you guys get that on, which is the Trading Expo, which is another big thing that 21st Century have. You will have those banners that you can use on your website, right, which generates you more traffic. If someone clicks on that banner and goes to that trade fair, right, whether they buy something or not, it is still tracked as your client to you because they came to your website. So you may be talking about property, or you may be just talking about expos in general, like a scrapbooking expo or a lifestyle expo, and you choose to put that banner on your page, and they click on it, and later they buy a $27 blogging package or the $97 a month, or they might want to spend $3,000 and come to an event like this. You'll get either 100% or 70% commission on those. So the thing is, it's done without you even having to try to do anything, right? So, when I was a business partner, a franchisee affiliate, I promoted that because I believed in it. right? And then it went massively, because then it's so funny. Who finds that they're creative? We all are, you know. We've all got the same other half of the brain. Some people just don't use it, that's all. Right, so the thing is, once you sort of work out what you can do, you know, the sky's the limits. Like in the end, I started putting these all over eBay. Right, I would sell them for, say, $15. I'd keep all the revenue. But what it was a lead generator. It was a way that I could get a lead back to my website to get onto my email list. Then I started packaging them together. I'd have this book and another book, and I'd sell them for, say, $30. And people were buying them. Not only the first person, but the next dude and the next dude and the next dude. And I went, holy dude, I've only got like 3 or 4 books. So I had to order some more books from 21st Century. One particular time, I bundled 3 books together for $40, which was an absolute bargain. I had to buy the books at retail, wholesale from that company. But I packaged 3 books together, put them on eBay. Like 13 people bid on it, right, for $40. The bid finished, guess where the bid finished? It finished at $89 for this one. So I went, okay, cool, you win. You take the $89, off you go. $5 or $10 postage. But guess what happens within eBay? You get to offer the same thing to the second buyer and the third buyer. And in the end, 10 people bought it and made $800 for like a $10 book. Right? But that wasn't the point. The point was to get the lead, to get them on my list, to give them a home study and eventually get a bigger commission. Right? Or get them into an event. Right? And that is the power. And once you can see that path of where it can take you, it's unbelievable, particularly if you don't have a business already. So as you know, we've got heaps of products. Jamie's written heaps of books, right? So you've got the opportunity to promote and share. You get reseller rights for a lot of these books. Reseller rights means that you guys can keep them, download them, offer them as bonuses, sell them on Amazon yourself and keep all the revenue. But what you're doing that as a lead generator to get people to come back to your blog, which could be about relationships, right? It could be about cooking or snowboarding or parenting, right? So these are the best calls to action, the way to get people to stay. If you give them value, you give them heaps of free stuff, they keep coming back. Look at all the stuff Jamie gives away for free. If you go home and order the DVD, right? If you haven't ordered it before, the Financial Education, our intro pack, your thank you page has tons and tons and tons and tons of free stuff. Right? There's so much stuff. It's his books, it's his articles, it's all of his 12 hours of video, and he gives that away for free. Right? And that's why, you know, he's such a generous guy. But you guys get to do that. Right? You get to get people to come to seminars. People will come to our seminars, they'll pay $3,000. Right? If you've bought can you guys pass out the forms? I just want people to see the levels. Level 4, for example, I think is a seminar ticket. Just say someone came to my website, they bought level 4, right? I would get 70% commission of the 2,997, right? 70% commission of that. Just because they've come to your website, they've seen what you like, and they've clicked on a banner. And I'm going to show you these banners. Right, so eNetwork really is just a blogging system or a website, the opportunity to give you a business. But it's a way to make money from internet marketing and affiliate marketing, and a way that Jamie gets to leverage the power of his members to share our education about financial abundance and changing the education system. Right, so what we've done is we've got 2 major forces. We've combined 15 years of products and we've researched the best compensation plans or like a network marketing plans that are out there already, and combine the two together. It's a wonder that he didn't come up with this years ago, because this is the way that you share that ad revenue. Now, this is typical of a website that you would get. If you're level 1, you would get a website like this, right? Up the top here is the header graphic, right? Remember, we're in pre-launch and we're in testing. Up the top is the header graphic. You would get an affiliate link, such as this, 21st Century eNetwork and it'll be your name.com. Now, you can't say to people, go to my website, 21st Century eNetwork.com / blah, 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 blah. So we show you how to buy your own domain name. So, for example, louharty.com or stevesgolfingtips.com, and you redirect it to that. So they just type that in. But the page where people will buy stuff will be just one. Up the top, you normally have a lot of different pages here. One of them will be 21st Century, where Jamie's job is to get people that come to your website to enrol into our programs. not your job. You've just got to write content about your golf or your tennis or whatever. But on the right-hand side, you'll have different forms of banners that you could put. So if you're doing golfing, you probably wouldn't select earn up to 42% investment property, would you, on yours? You may put something like the Time Rich book or the Arnold Schwarzenegger video, right? Or the Tim Ferriss video interview that we've got, because we've got different banners that you can select. So you have to theme it relevant to what you're talking about, right? But you'll also get the news feed on this. Okay, so just say I've written an article, just like we just did the golfing tips there, and we had a photo of Nick, right? Have you discovered Bitcoins yet? So there, I've just done a quick copy and paste from an article. I've added media, which is upload a picture, right? And then put it in there. Now, a percentage of people will look to the right, and I would change that banner though. I would have the Bitcoin banner. Okay, you've got two goals pretty much. One is to get readers to your website, so get readers by having good content, and the next one is just to keep them there. It's nothing fancy, you know, just get people to your site and they'll stay there if you've got good stuff to read about, right? So this one here, like I threw one up, interview with Jamie McIntyre, top 10 investment strategies. So I just did a little blurb, right, just about Jamie and what he does. I recorded a webinar, I uploaded it into YouTube, and people can now watch it from there. Now, on the bottom of the video, I've got a call to action. If you want to find out more, free book or free DVD, click here, which will register people that will give me a commission. If I have a clickable link in here, so successful business, I might hyperlink that, which means there's a little widget up the top. It's like a chain. I would press that, and I would put my website there. So that becomes a light blue underlined word. Everyone understand what I'm saying? People will click on that, right? To find more or to make money from blogging about your passion, click here. That takes them straight to Jamie's video, where his job is to then entice them to become a member or to start with different levels. The back end is you'll get there's your front page of the website, right? We had Jamie's Bitcoin book. Now you get a username and password, which will take you behind your front website, okay? Now this may be suck eggs to some of you, but if we base the crowd of the people that aren't familiar with that. So you'll log in and just say you've written a great article, or you've done a good post, or you've done an audio, right? You've got these buttons here. One says write, one says audio, one says photo, one says video. Who thinks that that's confusing? Hands up. Not even one person. So if you've written an article, you press which button? Quick. Oh, well done. Right, if you say something, you press that. And what happens, it automatically populates into that space. If I want to add a photo, I just add it up here. On the left-hand side is where you can buy the different levels, but also you can see the tracking of the people that have bought levels underneath you. So if someone's come to your website, you click on it, you go, yeah, I actually might go and buy a seminar ticket now because I want to get 70% commission of that. You can either buy it yourself, or you can click on there and you can go, oh my God, 7 people have gone to my website and they've clicked on level 1 and level 2. What does that mean to you? That means that every single month, those people are going to give you $27 a month and $97 a month for as long as those people stay there. Your job is not to keep the people there. Our job is to keep the people there through marketing and sales. Your job is just to write what you're absolutely brilliant and passionate about, right? Who remembers what they wrote about before, right? And their passion, yeah? Who wants to share that with us quickly? You stand up, Mr. Married Man. Stand up. Your turn. What would you blog about? What are you brilliant at? What's your hobby? Go again.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm brilliant at it, but my hobby is playing basketball. It's something I enjoy teaching and
where's your
getting
fiance
healthy as well.
She
plays basketball as well. So
she looks like a basketballer. So is he a good basketballer? Do you reckon he could do some coaching tips? You already do, right? Yeah. So what do you do as far as basketball goes?
I just play for a social team, and I've only just started with the team. It was an existing team, and I decided to just share my knowledge with them and help them grow. And yeah, we're doing pretty good.
Do you reckon that there would be do you teach kids how to play basketball?
Not at this stage, but
do you reckon you could?
Yeah.
Do you reckon you could show a kid how the correct technique for getting the dribble down pat?
Yeah.
Right? Do you reckon you could show them how to block?
Definitely, yeah.
Do you reckon your gorgeous woman could sit there and video you while you're just going, this is how you do it, and you go,
I don't know, probably be a big ask, but yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I look at you, I think she'd do anything for you.
No, she would.
But what I'm saying, mate, is you could do so many things because it can just expand from there. It's like the brother over there who's talking about rugby, and he knows a lot about rugby and coaching kids about rugby. You know, and the thing is, when you just break it down and go, actually, I'm pretty good at basketball, you could then create different categories. You could go basketball tips for seniors. When John Thompson wants to play basketball, right? He's a bit of a dribbler, right? You'd have a go, boom, boom. Oh, come on, I had to do that. But you know what I mean? So it can spear, thanks very much for your sharing, but it can spear off into different things. It could be basketball tips for seniors. It could be basketball tips for females. It could be basketball tips for children. It could be basketball tips for what? Animals. Are you an animal? You look like an animal, bit of a tiger, right? Yeah, the thing is, you can do anything. If you look at Chicken Soup for the Soul, remember that? Jack Canfield's book? Now you've got chicken soup for everything, for firemen, for grandmothers, for, lots of different things. Okay, look at Jamie McIntyre. What I didn't learn from school but wish I had. What I didn't learn from Google. What I didn't learn from my financial planner. What I didn't learn from my accountant. What I didn't learn from my broker. 101 lessons learned from Richard Branson. 101 lessons learned from Steve Jobs. Make sense? See, there's a theme and a path. You start with one idea and your mind just goes kapow. Okay, makes sense? So now just say who's ever wanted to be a public speaker? Anyone want to get on stage? You just got to watch the cracks though, right? So the thing is, you will either automatically fall into the place of a public speaker by default because you just know stuff, or two, you've got a powerful message that you really want to convey to people. It could be something as simple as something about automotive, or something about books, or whatever you like, something about basketball, right? But the thing is, just say you want to promote, and you're doing articles and blog posts and stuff about 21st century, about public speaking. Then we give you a series of landing pages that you can target. So just say you've got a normal blog, and I suggest that you start creating content about yourself, right? And then you could have this as a landing page. So we'll have like a dozen landing pages which are separate to your blog. It doesn't scroll beyond the fold. I've just populated the stuff in the middle, but the theme is the same. And it's still got your name in it, like Steve's golfing tips or Lou's business tips up here, but it's / public speaking. Right, so you could have a page like that. If you just want to focus on targeting people to a blogging system, you can have a page like that, right? It's a matter of going into the back end, going into your media file and seeing which page you want to use today for your website, or which image you want to use, which banner ad you want to use, which header graphic you want to use. And there's a lot of different ones that are available, and they'll keep getting added. If you've currently got a website already, right, you've got a blog or you've got a website already, and you want to use our blogging banners so you can get more traffic and more sales, then you can just go in, you can use the ones that we've already got, and you can put them on your current website, right? So you'll have header graphics, you'll have footer graphics, you'll have sidebars, you'll have all sorts of things. So as you've seen, and as we covered over yesterday when Jamie went through, on your order form are different levels. Now I want to explain the levels. You can come in at any level, right? $27 it means that if you want to buy those programs for $27, and you'll get the news feed, you'll get some reseller books, and you'll also get the blogging system, which is the one with the plugs. You just put the information in and it's already pre-populated. That also comes with the app. So as I said, you can just do your whole business on the app. You don't have to be there. And when you go home, you can refresh your blog and you can see all of that content on there. So you can start off with that, which gives you one blog. And you pay that every single month as a retail client. Just say you want that as a retailer. If, however, you want to earn commissions on that, then you can become an affiliate, which is $20 or $19.95. So together you'll be paying about $40-something, $46.50 each month. You're getting the blogging system, plus you're getting to earn 100% commission from your first sale and your third and fifth and so on. Or you can just come in at the $97 mark, which is our home study program, which is $97 a month. I paid $4,000, right? Plus you get a heap of other things within that. Now, level 1 and level 2 are probably where most people come in at. If you're looking at making $300 to $500 a month, those 2 levels are the way to go, right? If you want to earn a commission, then you've got to be an affiliate to earn those commissions.